Justice, one of the most beautiful stories of justice. Do not think its length is too much, but rather enjoy it and write to us what you have benefited from. Sultan Muhammad the Conqueror ordered the construction of one of the mosques in the city of Istanbul, and assigned one of the Roman architects named Ypsilanti to supervise the construction of this mosque. Among the Sultan's orders were that the columns of this mosque be made of marble, and that these columns be high, and he specified this height for this architect. But this Roman architect, for some reason, ordered the secolons to be cut and their length to be shortened without telling the Sultan, and when Sultan Muhammad the Conqueror heard of this, he became furious, as these columns were no longer useful in his view, and in this fit of anger, he ordered the hand of this architect to be cut off. Although he regretted that, it was a regret after it was too late. The architect did not remain silent about the injustice that had befallen him, but rather he went to the judge of Istanbul, Sheikh Sari Haider Jalabi, whose reputation for justice had spread throughout the empire, and complained to him about the injustice that had befallen him by Sultan Muhammad the Conqueror. The judge did not hesitate to accept this complaint, but immediately sent a messenger to the Sultan summoning him to appear before him in court because there was a complaint against him from one of the subjects. The Sultan also did not hesitate to accept the judge's invitation. On the appointed day, the Sultan came to the court and went to sit on the seat, so the judge said to him, "You are not allowed to sit, my lord. Rather, you must stand next to your opponent." Sultan Muhammad the Conqueror stood next to his opponent, the Roman, who explained his grievance to the judge, and when it was the Sultan's turn to speak, he supported what the Roman said. After he finished speaking, he stood waiting for the judge's ruling, who thought for a while, then turned to him and said, "According to the legal orders, your hand must be cut off, O Sultan, as retribution for you." The Roman architect was astonished and trembled with astonishment at this ruling pronounced by the judge, which had never crossed his mind or imagination, neither near nor far. The most he expected was for the judge to rule in his favor with financial compensation, but for the judge to rule in his favor with cutting off the hand of Sultan Muhammad al-Fatih, the conqueror of Constantinople, who made all the countries of Europe tremble with terror, it was beyond imagination. In an astonished voice and with faltering words, the Roman told the judge that he was dropping his claim and that what he hoped for from him was a ruling in his favor with financial compensation only, because cutting off the Sultan's hand would not benefit him at all. So the judge ruled in his favor with 10 coins for every day throughout his life as compensatio, because cutting off the Sultan's hand would not benefit him at all. So the judge ruled in his favor with 10 coins for every day throughout his life as compensation for the great harm that had befallen him. But the Sultan Muhammad al-Fatih decided to give him 20 coins every day as an expression of his joy at his deliverance from the rule of God. Have mercy on him and forgive him and provide us with someone who will rule us with justice.